Hey guys, it's me Super Mike 2 from the Spell Vloggers, and I want to tell you guys something about, what's it called? Fairy dust. So yeah, let me quickly go grab my phone. Back. Got my phone. 1 second. But yeah, fairy dust. Fairy dust is used in not only fairy spells, but also mermaid spells. I don't know other spells, but they're the spells I'm focusing on. I don't know why I just can't sit around. I want to go running. But yeah, so first, Pebble, he was sleeping. But he sleeps on his back, which is how he goes. He doesn't lie like an ordinary dog. So 1, it's used in spells. 2, not only fairy spells. 3, used in the mermaid spell. 4, it's soft. It's actually like pretty soft. 5, you make it with like a bowl, not like that much, fill it with like maybe 2 teaspoons of water, a dead flower petal, and any glitter that will be your aura colour. Mine's red because, of course, red's my favourite colour, and sapphires is blue. When I go back to school, I'll be in year 10, but I will be recording the mermaid spell again, but I'll be doing it with my friend and see what she gets and stuff like that. So yeah, great luck. What else? My phone's only on 16%. Little bubble. I'll leave it like that. You can actually yeah, so like fairy dust is pretty interesting. It's fun, and of course, it's, for me, and Sapphire, it's a hard decision of whether becoming a fairy, being able, on his back so you can see it, a fairy, being able to fly around and care for animals, and you also get power being a fairy, or being a mermaid or a merman, where you get to swim in the ocean with a tail and hold your breath longer. See, being a mermaid, if you have the green aura, it allows you to grow plants. Oh my god, my camera just like fell. I'm trying to get like the right angle. So yeah, it's used in spells. I'll let you go. So he sits on my lap. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that it's used in besides spells. And it feels good as well. Oh yeah, being a fairy or a mermaid. Fairy powers, I don't know all of them. Like, apparently red's like the handyman or something. Green is the power to revive plants. Pink, quite rare. It's like the perfect fairy, in other words. It allows you to grow items, shrink items. That's another thing with the green aura. Say like you had nothing but your hand, plus you can choose to have a wand. But you had your hand, right? You can just do this and go. As soon as you click and you're thinking about planting a seed on the floor, using magic, you will plant the seed and you can choose. Just think about growing it and then click, and of course the plant or tree will grow. Yeah, that's how you get like fruit quickly and everything. You also have being a fairy as you can also fly as a fairy, which is like quite difficult. What are you doing, you silly pug? So yeah, it's quite cool flying as a fairy, but you can break your wing. You know, like the cast, like if you broke your arm, you'd like put it over your shoulder. What's it called? A sling? You'd have to try and make one of them for your wing. Plus, it is invisible. What else? It's invisible. People who believe in fairies can see your wings, depending on the spell that you do. What else? See? There is an invisible fairy wing spell, or invisible fairy wings spell. So yeah, it allows you to be a fairy with invisible wings. That's another thing. If someone didn't believe in fairies, they would just see you hovering like in the sky. Do it in private places, because you know it's private. Nobody's gonna see you that much, and they won't know you're a fairy. It has to stay a secret. Well, I can't think of anything else. Oh yeah, being a fairy. When you're being a fairy, you're distracting. You're not distracting. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When being a fairy, you say if there's like gay men in the room, they'd like go towards male fairies, and if there's like lesbian fairies, they would go to female fairies. And yeah, if you're like straight, they would obviously go for the gender that they like. Bisexual would pretty much be any kind of fairy. It's like female and male. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. The thing I was trying to talk about earlier, before I remembered about the destruction and everything, is when you are a fairy, your worst enemies are pixies, and they will try and actually kill you. Yes. They will try and kill you. It's like straight on, right there. They're like, nah, I'm not having this. Plus, they play pranks on you. So, yeah, that will be all for today's video. Bye, guys. Like.